say time when the time is up. All presentation and Q&A must be stopped. You will have another 5-minute session for the further comments and recommendation from the judge if there is any. Now let me introduce our esteemed judge for today. First, Kun Warat Tharama, Senior Equity Research Associate, Kasikorn Securities. Second, Kun Pop Puruwani, Global Market Sales, UBS. Third, Kun Duladet Dik, Senior Analyst, DBS Victor Securities. Number 4 is Kun Amon Somboon, Spring Capital, Head of Investment and Business Development. You may begin your presentation when you are ready. The timer will start when you start presenting. Best of luck.
Siam Global House is not only poised to improve homes, but is also poised to improve shareholder returns. We issue a buy recommendation for Siam Global House with a target price of 18.7 baht and a 14.7% upside. Global is a leading home improvement retailer in Thailand with a market share of 4.9%. The company sells both the construction materials and home decorative items, with its 83 stores across Thailand, concentrated in the northeastern region.
Let's move on to the home improvement market. We can see this market has grown slower, but there is some opportunity for modern trade in this underpenetrated market. This is proven by a material decline in market share of traditional players due to these three competencies of key players. As a result, we believe that only players who have all key competencies will be able to capitalize on this long runway of replacing traditional players. Therefore, we issue a buy recommendation on Global based on these three investment theses. First, turnaround potential in global strategic location. Second, long runway expansion. And third, its expertise in expanding in margin. Let's start off with our first investment thesis. We expect Global to deliver a strong same-store sales growth at 3% in 2024 and 6% in 2025. This is supported by the two arguments. First, an acceleration of Thai economy, and second, an uneven recovery of all regions. Thailand will be one of the few countries will be able to show material GDP improvement in 2024. This should be driven by the return of private consumption, as you can see from this highest level of CCI, along with an upcoming stimulus which will be a wild card uplifting overall consumption. However, we believe that this strong recovery will be uneven across all regions, and Northeastern will be best positioned to deliver this strong recovery. This allows players with strong get foothold in this particular region, like Global, to fully capitalize on this trend of consumption recovery. The recovery of Northeastern should be supported by, first, this region is most resilient against drought situation, as you can see from this highest level of water reserve. Second, this region will be benefit from the massive public investment in pipeline, expected to resume in the second half of 2024.
For our second investment thesis, we believe Global has a promising store expansion outlook with 29 additional stores within the next 5 years. This is supported by its distinguished geographic expansion and its well-positioned capital capability. Global is the only player to strategically focus on Tier 2 and 3 districts. This is evidenced by the fact that 44% of the total store and the last 9 out of 10 stores of Global are located in Tier 2 and 3 districts. This strategy benefits Global by reducing competition, lowering capex per store, and reducing employee wages. As a result, Global is able to deliver a satisfied performance, as can be seen by competitive EBIT per square meter and ROIC. Then we analyze every district in Thailand based on population density, store density, and purchasing power. We found that there are more than 203 districts suitable for the expansion, especially in Tier 2 and 3 districts, where Global is currently the only player to focus on. Additionally, we also see a clear signal of near future expansion due to the historic high number of land bank. Moreover, the healthy financial position of Global also allows it to expand without financial constraints.
Moving on to our third thesis. In the past, Global has proven itself to be superior to its peer in margins, and we believe these positions will continue as we expect Global EBITDA margins will enjoy 310 basis points expansions until 2027, supported by two key factors: the higher private label sale and the increase in operational efficiency. The first one, Global private label are seen at good value for money, and we believe more people will buy them, and they will make up for 30% of sales in the next 5 years. This goals will result in a higher gross profit margins and improve earning quality for Global. The second point, Global want to be more efficient by introducing an automation system. This will allow them to reduce 10% of the workforce, and with only 54% adoption rate, the further installations will continue to decrease the employee per store, which will help to increase Global efficiency.
Moving on to ESG, our materiality analysis identifies 3 key ESG areas to consider, including energy management, customer responsibility, and corporate governance. Global's most significant environmental impact stems from its electricity consumption. To reduce this, Global implemented solar power with the highest percentage of in-house solar power to total electricity consumption among its peers. Therefore, this allows Global to reduce its GHG emission, equivalent to planting 2.5 million trees. Global establishes exceptional ESG oversight by being the only company among peers that have the subboard committee overseeing ESG. Shareholders are of best interest due to boards equipped with acquired expertise, strong board independence, and dedicated commitment. Lastly, Global commits to the highest standards of customer responsibility with the quality product sourcing and effective data security. Global receives a 98 repurchase rate from its customer. Therefore, leaving Global with excellent ESG performance, rated AA by the SEC ESG rating. With this fact in mind, 6 ESG funds are interested and trusted with Global.
For the main drivers for our DCF valuation, the accelerating consumption and the back contract store expansion will result in a revenue growth of 9.5% CAGR from 2022 to 2027. For the key financial assumptions, we derive a WACC of 7.5% and a conservative terminal growth rate of 2%. Then conduct a sensitivity analysis to verify both impact on our valuation. For the football field analysis also suggests that our DCF target price is sensible, and the forward PE band also shows that Global is now traded at one standard deviation below the historical average. For the macroeconomic risk, the failure on the digital bond scheme would impact our SSG by 2%. However, at the same time, it would prompt the BOT to cut the interest rate down in order to uplift the short-term consumption. Next, the heightened competition in Thailand could result in the new target new store cut. But this is mitigated by expansion into the neighboring countries through joint venture with SCGD. After incorporating all risk, our scenario analysis indicates that Global has a wide open upside and a limited downside.
Therefore, we reaffirm our buy recommendation for Siam Global House due to these 3 key reasons. First, its turnaround potential. Second, its long runway of expansion. And third, its expanding margin. Global is not only poised to improve homes, but is also poised to improve shareholder returns. Thank you.
turn back to page 29. Can you explain the difference in pool and fair assumptions?
All right. This full and bad assumption is based on our incorporation of all associated risk, especially the uncertainty in the government initiative and the expansion as we mentioned earlier. But if you want some detail, you can switch to the sensitivity analysis in the valuation, in the F section, scenario analysis, please. This is our assumption in each scenario.
Can I ask about the turnaround potential? So you talked about same-store sales of 3%, and then in a few years it peaks out to like 6%. Can you talk about how you feel that is realistic compared to the past growth you have seen?
All right. Can you switch to the section B of the Thai economy and B1, please? Thanks. As we see, as we expand that in the first thesis, right, we believe that the Thai economy will show a great improvement along with the great improvement in northeastern region as well. As we can see from this, graph, the performance of global and the overall economy have a high correlation, and it also will be supported by the government initiative, which will be an upside risk, like we mentioned earlier.
What is the historical same-store sales growth rate?
Can you switch to the page 7, please? This chart shows a historical same-store sales growth by quarter. As you can see, in the 2023, it's not a good year for global, but we expect that the best is over and global is ready for an upcoming recovery in same-store sales growth.
So what is your rationale behind the 6% same-store sales growth rate by 25?
As you can see, we back up this thesis by the accelerating Thai economy, and we firmly believe that the northeastern region will be able to show the greatest improvement due to. Can you switch to the page 9? As you know, Thailand will be improved, but we believe that the northeastern region will be the best due to its most resilient position against down situation, and also the mega project, which this region is the second largest investment destination, expected to resume in the second half, like we mentioned earlier.
And do you also have the sensitivity analysis on the minimum wage rate? Because one of the slides showing that maybe half of the cost is the labor cost, like 48%. So do you have a sensitivity analysis on that? If the minimum wage rate increase, what would be the impact to valuation?
It should be the page. Sorry, can you get back to the network, please? And it should be in the width of sensitivity 29, please. Page 29. As you can see from the right chart, we conduct a turnover analysis, and some of the factor that we incorporate is the monthly salary, and my friend will elaborate more why the minimum wage will not impact over that much.
Yeah, actually, the minimum wage is not applicable much because average salary of employee is global is not minimum wage. Only like 10% of them.
Could you please explain what are tier 2, tier 3 market competition, please?
Thank you. Please go to appendix C3. So we observe past expansion of each tier based on observation and management guideline, which categorized into 3 tiers based on population density, purchasing power, and store density. We observe some pattern on every past observation. Then we conduct an analysis on the same criteria, and we found that there are more than 203 potential districts.
And right now they are already expand to the tier 2 and tier 3, right?
Yes, please go to slide on thesis 2. Right now, thesis 2. Right now, Global has over 44% of their total stock located in tier 2 and 3 districts, which is the double of its peers.
And how does those 44% farming comparing across their all branches?
So to answer your question, I'm not sure if I'm answering correctly, but Global has 82 stores, and about almost half of them located in tier 2 and tier 3 districts.
And how does it performing comparing to other stores in tier 1?
Thank you. We do not have the company data from the official site, but we have not seen a lower pattern of the performance. So in the past, Global strategically focused on tier 1, but later, the last 5 to 10 years, has been focusing more on tier 2 and 3, but its performance has been improving recently since.
I would like to add on to my point. As you can see from the slide, is global expand to tier 2 is avoid the competitions and it also lower its capex. So the performance of this global can sustain by investing in tier 2 and tier 3.
So based on this slide 12, so would it be better for investors to invest in home grow because the EBIT per square meters is much higher along with the return on investment capital, 16% versus 10%.
Thank you for your question. Please go to slide I think C5. So it is true that the ROIC of home grow is higher than the global, but when looking at EBIT per square meter, it is reasonable for global to have a lower EBIT per square meter since home grow has a higher capex per store, but at significantly lower area per store. That means the capex per store is much higher than capex per square meter is much higher than global.
I would like to ask one more. Can you please go through like gross profit margins comparison issue? Global home is target Bangkok's locations, and the target group of them are medium and high income. And we can see that Global has a higher gross profit margins, but in the expansions of Home, we don't think they have much room to expand because in the Bangkok they are quite penetrated.
Do you have a chart that shows GP margin with steel price, the correlation?
Can you turn to the network and steel D4, please? Alright. As you may know, we present nothing about the steel because we see that the steel price is become normalized and we don't see any material change that will affect our valuation and our recommendation. So we didn't have much about the data about
the forecast of steel price in the future. Therefore, based on our analysis, if the steel price goes up, you gain a stock gain. But when it comes down, the value goes down also. Therefore, in the long term, it would offset each other.
What is the dividend yield?
Please go to capital allocation value. Yes. So as you can see from the left chart, the free cash flow will ramp up after 2028 and after the aggressive expansion. And on the right chart, after repaying based on the schedule and massive expansion, the dividend yield will consistently go up until 80% in the 2032.
Just a quick add up. My friends mean that in the short term we can't expect much dividend yield, but after a period of time, after the high period of investment, we believe that Global will shift the capital allocation into the dividend, and we can expect the dividend yield after that.